Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Rob here. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm sure that you've heard a lot of internet marketers talk about. Whether that's been on YouTube or anywhere else. This whole like, know, and trust thing, right? They in order to promote a product or to the way that you should be marketing a product or a service or whatever on the internet is through the method of like, know, and trust, right? You want to get people to like you, know you, and trust you, right? So I'm gonna dig a little deeper into it than what most people talk about. Kind of expound that idea, what it actually means, right? And just to get it started, everybody says that you have to get people to like, know, and trust you, but really that a lot of that can come off as like you have to do something that makes people like you, and all that stuff. But it's not. You really can't make anybody like you, right? So it's really simple, and in order to do it, I think a lot of people overthink this, and I guess the best way I can explain it. This isn't scripted, by the way. I like to make these videos and kind of just speak from the heart and from personal experience and everything, and in my insight, the way that I see things. Now, I will go ahead and just say that this is my truth. So if you don't agree, you are definitely entitled to your opinions and your truth. But so just to get right into it, let's talk about the like thing, right? You really can't make anybody like you, right? So how do you focus your energy on that? And it's really simple. All you got to do is just put yourself out there, right? So out of the billions of people on the planet, or the millions of people on the internet, people are there's a group of people that like you for who you are, right? You just got to put yourself out there, be yourself, and you will draw those people that like you, that like your personality, like the way that you talk, like the way that you think, like the way that you go about doing things. The people that like you, they will come to you, right? But you have to put yourself out there, right? And you invite the people that like you to you by putting yourself out there through like YouTube, social media, your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, right? Or do emailing, or maybe you send out. You can there's even physical means like with postcards and mailing letters and stuff like that, or books. There's plenty of ways to do it. You just got to put yourself out there, and the people that like who you are and what you have to offer, they will come to you, right? So that part, all it takes to do that part is just putting yourself out there, the like part, right? And that feeds directly into the know part, right? So the more that you put yourself out there, the more people are going to know you, or they're going to know the version of you that you're presenting to the public, right? That doesn't mean you have to put your whole life out there, into the public like the Kardashians or anything like that, right? Even the Kardashians, I'm sure there's things about them that you don't know, right? You may think you know everything about them, but I'm sure there's some things out there. I'm sure there's some things about them that you do not know. Even the biggest Kardashian fan, who watches every single piece of content that they put out. I'm sure that there's something about them Kardashians that you don't know. But this is not about them. Let me stay focused on the topic. All right. So the more that you put yourself out there and your product and your service and who you are and how you're representing, whatever it is that you're selling, that also will take care of the know part. The people that like you will watch your content and will watch, everything that you put out, and they will get to know you as you present yourself, right? Which also goes into the trust thing. So, if they like you and they're getting to know you, they're going to start to trust you, right? So it's just, McDonald's is I use McDonald's a lot because McDonald's is a global brand that probably, one of the best at doing this, like the top 5 at doing this. They're probably the best at doing it, honestly. They're continuously putting content out. Every single day you will see a McDonald's commercial. Even if you don't watch TV, you can hear it on the radio. or you may be outside. I mean, you got to be living in a cave to not know what McDonald's is and what they offer, okay? Because they're always constantly making an effort to put themselves out there, okay? They spend probably billions, if not, millions. They spend a lot of freaking money to advertise on advertisements, right? They have billboards, they have other physical means, like in magazines or in newspapers. They're on your TV, they're on the radio, they're on social media. I mean, they are everywhere. You cannot go a day without seeing McDonald's without living in a cave, or just being inside in your house with nothing going on. Just it's just you and books. If you're the person who you just stay at home all day and you just read books and you don't do anything else, you're probably not watching this. And but if you are watching this, you've definitely ran into a McDonald's commercial. I can 100% say that you've seen a McDonald's commercial this week, for sure. I know it for sure. So if you get hungry and you decide that you want to eat some fast food, one of the first restaurants that you're going to think about is McDonald's. Even if you don't like their food, you know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of it myself. I'm not really a fan of the type of food McDonald's serves. I like to, I take my diet or the food that I put in my mouth, pretty seriously. But however, sometimes when I'm really hungry and I don't feel like cooking anything, the wife doesn't feel like cooking anything, or, there's not, I'm in an area where there's not a ton of good options. McDonald's is one of the things that come to mind. And sometimes I do end up eating McDonald's, even though I don't really like to eat at McDonald's, but I'm not, okay? I'm getting sidetracked again. Let me stay focused, all right? So what you want to do is with all that being said, it's really simple, right? Everybody says like, no trust, like, no trust. And they actually are telling you how to do it, but I see some people get a little sidetracked and they're like, what do you exactly mean by like, know, and trust? But all that this means is just put yourself out there, and then like, know, and trust will take care of itself. The more that you put yourself out there, the more that you'll draw people in that likes you, right? And they will get to know you. And as they get to know you, they will start trusting you, and then they will be more likely to do business with you, right? So, that's all it is, really. Just put yourself out there. Put content out there. It doesn't have to be every day. Just, I don't even think it, honestly, has to be consistent. As long as you're not putting out one video a year, and you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do it like, okay, every Wednesday I'm going to put out content. Or every other day I'm going to put out some kind of content. No, I mean, just let it flow naturally. A lot of things, sometimes we get so caught up in doing things in patterns and making habits of things that we kind of lose the natural order of things, and if you just let energy flow naturally, that will turn into something. But that's another topic for another day. So I'm not going to get too deep on that. But anyway, yeah, just the moral of this video, right, is just to put yourself out there, and then people will begin to like, know, and trust you. It's really that simple. So, whatever ideas that you have, whatever that whatever is on your mind, really, you could just post like this video here. I had this on my mind, so I decided I'm going to talk about it, make a video about it, and post it out on YouTube, right? So that's pretty much, that does it for this video here. And I will see you guys on the next one.